think the left has some work to do in developing over-the-top media to be able to bypass the main networks.
If you agree with MAGA 5%, the answer you get is welcome, right? Come join us, right? On the left, if you disagree 5%, they go, get out of here, you're a right-winger, you're a fascist, right? But if you push enough people out and you guys welcome enough people in, eventually you win the popular vote. That's what I warned them about, and that's what happened, right?
He asks you about left-wing media and why there isn't more left-wing media. That's such a dig. Like, why are you guys so weak is effectively what he's saying. And instead of pointing out the way that TPUSA has been bankrolled by Republican mega donors out of Chicago and many other places for years now, and talking about how the Daily Wire was funded by the fracking brothers, the Wilkes brothers. Now they're fishing for new, investors, whatnot, but that there is so much money on the right. He handed this answer to you on a fucking platter, and all you said was, you know what? You guys are really good at being welcoming. People just like you. Cenk, they've got all the money.
I didn't say people just
what
like
are you
me.
talking about? But on the 5%, if you disagree with MAGA 5%, they still welcome you. How did that work out for Liz Cheney?
Yeah. So look, is there a part of MAGA that'll push you out? Of course. That's what we know MAGA for.
When do they push you out, Cenk? When do they push you out?
Largely when you disagree with Trump.
Exactly.
So listen,
this is the thing that it's the unspoken thing that you're never saying, that ultimately it's all hunky-dory. Elon can tweet back at you. Vivek can listen to you. But if you defy Donald Trump, the God Emperor, you're kicked out of the castle. And no one's defending Liz Cheney. Screw both their castle and the other castle. But Liz Cheney voted with Donald Trump 98% of the time. And just the 1% when she was like, hey, you know what? You can't do a coup on this country. And Adam Kinzinger, and they were gone. So miss me with this 5% BS, yo.
You know, it's funny when people on the left try to make it sound like these Democratic-owned Republicans are somehow part of the people when they're not. First off, Liz Cheney's a freaking war hawk, dude. Secondly, she teamed up with the J6 committee to try and get Trump out. So wow, she's like, hey, Trump, you can't commit a coup against America. She went and committed a coup against Donald Trump. Then she endorsed Kamala. She went on stage with Kamala. These people that they try to act like are Republicans that our side kicked out and disowned are rhinos, dude. That is the weakest argument ever. The weakest argument. And she wants to talk about Republican donors. Well, let's look at the list of the Democrat donors. She wants to talk about, how, the Daily Wire is so funded. Since when is the Daily Wire the core tenet of the Republican Party? What does that have to do with anything? Anyways, let's look. Let's check out the Democrat Party donors, because you can't just take a dig at the Republican Party while also not self-reflecting on the party you represent. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they do all the time. They don't understand that they lost because they suck and they lie. They lie all the time. And they never put anything forward that is of interest for the American people. They put things forward that is of interest of their own pockets. So it's crazy to me that they lost by so big this time, and they're still like, oh, nope, the American people are what's wrong. Not us. Not us. They're stuck on this moral high horse like they're just better than everybody. They're horrible. Anyways, let's look at the list here. Top contributors, federal election data for Kamala Harris 2024 cycle. Oh, Alphabet Inc. How about that? University of California, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Kaiser Permanente, Meta, The U.S. government. Wow. State of California. Stanford University. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Creepy. U.S. Department of Defense. Creepy. Harvard University. Walt Disney Co. IBM Corp. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Creepy. University of Washington. Wells Fargo. Mass General Brigham. Blue Cross. Blue Shield. And she thinks that she's making some crazy gotcha moment by saying who donates to the Daily Wire? Bro, Kamala made like 1.5 billion for her campaign. Spent all of it, paid celebrities to pretend to endorse her, and came out of all that $20 million in debt. But yeah, the Republican Party's bad. We the people are just awful, is what she's saying. It's crazy, bro. These people have lost it. They are detached.